I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Jared Goff threw 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery ran for 2 more. Lions dominate Dallas 47-9. The Texans beat the Patriots 41-21 behind 3 touchdowns from C.J. Stroud. Houston improves to 5-1. Caleb Williams, 4 touchdown tosses. Bears beat the Jags over in London 35-16. Derrick Henry ran for a $132 and 2 scores. Ravens 30, Commanders 23. Falcons beat the Panthers 38-20. Bijan Robinson with a couple of scores. Baker Mayfield threw for 4 touchdowns in the Bucs' 51-27 win over the Saints. Jordan Love also threw 4 touchdown passes. Packers beat the Cards 34-13. Eagles held off the Browns 20-16. Steelers stopped the Raiders 32-13. Chargers topped the Broncos 23-16. Colts topped the Titans 20-17. And on Sunday night, Bengals beat the Giants by 10. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of the Pen, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch, because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and 1 blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, the Pen is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, the Pen is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
Did you know that Wendy's has any size soft drinks for just $1? Yeah, any size, anytime. Like $1 Coke, $1 Sprite, or even $1 strawberry Fanta. Okay, could we maybe switch up the sound effect? Please? I'm losing it. Wow, no, not that. Any size soft drink for just $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
And we've got the best oldies on the radio because we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. I checked. It's a Monday, 14th day of October, 2024. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. Jared, you made it through the weekend, Jared.
You too.
Yeah. Well, anyway. I survived the weekend and survived a week of my daughters, Sarah and Amy, and granddaughter Margie visiting for the week, and just had a very enjoyable time.
That's good. That's good. You needed it. That's it's always good to have family in town.
Well, we don't get a chance to see the girls or the family very often. Amy lives in Omaha. Sarah lives in Portland. And, it's those places, it's not just a drive over the hill.
Yeah, more than anything, it's rare for them to be at your place at the same time.
Well, they kind of planned it, and growing up, okay, siblings, there's always something going on among siblings, right? Mm-hmm. Well, growing up, there was always that. But since they have both been grown and, on their own life, they get along great. They talk almost every day, and, it's good to see.
Well, you had 8 siblings, right? Or have, 8 siblings.
7.
7. Okay, yes. You were the 8th. Oh.
Yeah. And, we, growing up, not major issues, but, as we matured, we are still very close.
Well, that's good. You know?
Yep.
No use carrying a chip on your shoulder, especially with family.
The family can be the most difficult sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well. And one of the things, you try and explain. My older brother, who was a retired police officer, growing up, I knew what buttons to push to, light the fire and get him started. Okay? I still know those buttons, but I have learned I don't push those buttons.
Yeah, no use anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more maturity on my part than on his.
Well, there you go. I'm glad we've all grown.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, things are happening all over the valley these days. unbelievably, Halloween carnivals start this weekend. So,
All right.
yes. Okay. How about some birthdays?
Birthday time.
Okay, singer Cliff Richard, 84. Singer Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues, 78. Actor Greg Evigan is 71. Actor Lori Petty is 61. Actor Steve Coogan, 59. Actor Edward Kerr, 58. Actor John Setta is 54. Actor Stephen Hill, 48. Usher, 46. Actor Ben Wishlaw is 44. Actor Skylar Shea, 38. Comedian Jay Farrow, 37. Actor Max Theriault is 36. Local birthdays coming up.
Friday night is football night. Join Mickey Dale and George Grijalva for all the Imperial Tiger football games, streaming live on KXORadio.com.
Imperial Tiger football brought to you by Southwest Postal Service, the Imperial Quarterback Club, Brick House Deli, CET, the Center for Employment Training, and Kennedy Scarnet.
We have happy birthday wishes for Julian Imperial, George Garrido, Kathy Wood, Jess Loera, Becky Bingley, Erica Allen, Maribel Lycia, Mario Nunez, Rosalind Hubbard, Celine Sanchez, Jesse Villagomez, Liz Gonzalez, Kayla Herrera, Jonathan DeLuca, Rigo Lopez, Debbie Medina, Jeff Megan, Keith Thomas Jr., Monica Nice, Sandra Castaneda, and Susana Salgado. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns. And sad news, if you've ever watched the TV show American Pickers, Frank Fritz from the show has passed away.
Aww.
Yes, we understand the funeral director wanted $6,700 for these services, but got haggled down to $3,700. Yes. That's the way things work.
In classic Pickers fashion.
Yes.
Good time.
Okay, and I throw in that picture there too, and we'll make it a deal, right?
And the old bike.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they always wanted to find was an old Schwinn bike or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the world will go on, however. And in the news, you may not hear about, but North Korea now claims to have missiles that can reach the U.S. Unfortunately, North Korea still doesn't have food that can reach the dinner plates of its own citizens, but hey, we got missiles. Okay, you ready for news?
Ready.
Coming up. El Centro, it's time to make a choice that matters for our schools. As a dedicated educator with teaching, administrative, counseling, and school psychologist experience, Frances Terrazas has been a strong advocate for students, teachers, and families. She's worked hard to improve academic achievement, promote mental health services, and ensure safe and supportive learning environments. If you believe in a bright future for our students, November 5th, re-elect Frances Terrazas, El Centro Elementary School Board.
Paid for by Frances Terrazas for the El Centro Elementary School Board.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. With Israel expanding its attacks on Hezbollah targets throughout Lebanon, the U.S. Embassy in Beirut today strongly encouraged American citizens still in the country to leave now. Here's CBS's Deborah Pato.
I'm in central Beirut, where people have pitched tents, forced to sleep out in the street. Already more than 1.2 million people in this country have fled war.
A New Jersey transit train operator was killed when their train collided with a tree north of Trenton. Here's KYW radio reporter Mike Doherty.
It was around 6 o'clock when the train hit this tree on the tracks. Chopper footage from above showed quite a violent crash with debris all over the place.
The man was arrested at a security checkpoint near a Trump rally in Southern California. Here's CBS's Scott McFarland.
The local sheriff says they arrested a man named Dem Miller, a Las Vegas resident, allegedly with 2 unregistered loaded firearms before Trump arrived.
CBS News Brief. I'm Christopher Cruz.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. airqualityvalley.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. A man with a shotgun, a loaded handgun, and ammunition arrested outside former President Trump's rally in Coachella Saturday. Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco says deputies flagged a black SUV at an inner perimeter checkpoint.
The deputy noticed that the interior of the vehicle was in quite disarray. The vehicle had an obviously fake license plate, and that prompted further investigation from our deputy.
49-year-old Vem Miller of Las Vegas booked on several charges, then released on $5,000 bail. A woman and child taken to the hospital after a parachutist missed his landing and collided with them during a Fleet Week celebration in San Francisco.
Everybody was like, whoa, what just happened?
A woman standing feet away from where the incident took place. A Navy spokesperson saying they're reviewing the incident to determine a cause. The parachutist uninjured. Gas prices in the state, $4.67 a gallon, unchanged over the past week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that we breathe.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations in the valley and mobile service vans that come to you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
KXO News. The National Weather Service says the Imperial Valley will experience a gradual cooling trend. Look for a gradual decline in temperatures all week and the current dry conditions to continue. Temperatures will continue their downward trend but remain above normal through at least the middle of the week. Double-digit high temperatures began Sunday, and highs are expected to dip to the mid to upper 80s by the end of the week. Overnight lows will drop to the low mid-60s. Light west winds will prevail. And work planned for Dogwood Road. County Public Works announced a planned road closure. It's a portion of Dogwood Road. It is a one-day closure. Public Works says between Sharts Road and Brawley city limits on Dogwood will be closed today. The closure will be from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. The closure is to allow for road striping and shoulder repair. Detours will be posted. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
The Imperial Valley Healthcare District has named an interim chief executive officer. The IVHD Board of Directors unanimously voted to name Christopher Bjornberg as the interim CEO. Bjornberg most recently served as CEO of the Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. The new interim CEO has 20-plus years of experience in healthcare. He will be tasked with operational management of the new Valley-wide healthcare district, along with overseeing the day-to-day operations of the IVHD. Bjornberg will work with community partners and stakeholders on implementing necessary programs and initiatives to ensure the district's success. And a special meeting will be held today in Brawley. It's the Brawley City Council will meet. The special meeting agenda includes an item to possibly approve the downtown Main Street 4-lane to 2-lane traffic study and striping plan. There are also agenda items to possibly approve the density bonus housing agreement and also approval of the interim city planning contract. The special meeting convenes at 6 p.m. in the City Council chambers in Brawley tonight. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley and mobile service vans that come to you. And remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Uline is here for the hard workers, for the ones rolling up their sleeves, working round the clock, and getting the job done. You're dedicated to doing what it takes to keep a business growing. Uline is dedicated to helping you make that happen. Working 7 days a week, staying fully stocked and ready to ship any of our 41,000 items the same day. Uline, your shipping and industrial supply specialists. Visit uline.com.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Busy weekend for accidents. Imperial County first responders were busy over the weekend. On Friday night at about 9:20 p.m., a hit-and-run accident was reported on Interstate 8 near Orchard Road. The suspect vehicle rear-ended another vehicle and then continued westbound on Interstate 8. Officers were able to locate the suspect vehicle, a Chevy Suburban, near State Route 7. A small child was in the suspect SUV and was released to family members. The driver is facing charges of felony hit and run. At about 8:45 Saturday, a semi-tractor trailer was reported burning on southbound Highway 86 just north of the Border Patrol checkpoint. Imperial County Fire Department was able to extinguish the flames, but traffic was backed up for nearly 3 hours as Caltrans had to respond to repair damage to the roadway. There were no injuries. Sunday morning at about 8, a vehicle went into a canal at Clark and Jasper Roads. 2 people in the vehicle were able to escape from the partially submerged vehicle. Both were transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center with what were described as minor injuries. And the Imperial County Farm Bureau hosted their major event. It was held last Thursday evening. During the event, the 19th annual Jim Kuhn Memorial Farmer of the Year Award was presented to Mark McBroom. It was presented in recognition of McBroom's leadership in citrus and broader agricultural industries, his dedication to protecting and promoting Imperial Valley agriculture, his philanthropy to the community, and his devotion to his family, faith, and work. Another major award was presented Thursday. It was the 11th annual Betty Young Friend of the Farmers Award. It was presented to Frank Miranda in appreciation of his dedication to the agricultural industry, his significant contributions to pest management and product development, his mentorship and leadership roles in the ag industry and community. And the Veterans Service Office will be relocating. It's the Imperial County Veterans Service Office. The new location is only temporary. The office is now operating out of the State Employment Development Department offices at 1550 West Main Street. That's between Walgreens and the post office in El Centro. And there will be a groundbreaking in Nyland. The Nyland County Sanitation District has scheduled the groundbreaking. The groundbreaking ceremony will be held on October 16th. The ceremony is to celebrate the start of construction on the Nyland Sanitation District wastewater treatment plant and collection system improvements project. It has been in the planning stages for 6 years. It is a joint effort by the County of Imperial, USDA Rural Development, Housing and Community Development, and NAD Bank. They will provide the Nyland community with a reliable and efficient wastewater system. The ceremony will be at 125 Alcott Road in Nyland, beginning at 9 a.m. on October 16th. KXO News Time, 7:48. We'll take a look at the weather in just a moment.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from just $8 and up. For October, enjoy a refreshing bottle of Sam Adams Oktoberfest for only $5.50 or a Jaeger Mojito. And don't miss our Oktoberfest burger. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says above normal temperatures will persist through the middle of the week, although following a downward trend. By the end of the work week, a strong weather system is expected to dive south into the desert southwest, bringing chances for rain, widespread breezy to locally windy conditions, and a good shot at below normal temperatures into the weekend. 99 the high in the valley yesterday, 65 the overnight low. Today will be sunny with a high near 98. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 66. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 95 and light wind. We have 68 degrees downtown El Centro, 35% our relative humidity. Wind is out of the west-southwest at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality good everywhere except moderate in Nyland. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
It's that time of year again. A public auction is scheduled at Packers Mini Storage in our Imperial facility, 2327 Highway 86, this Saturday, October 19th. Pre-registration starts at 8:30 a.m. and the live auction at 9 a.m. If you need more information, call 1-760-352-7960. Don't miss Packers Mini Storage public auction this Saturday, October 19th, 9 a.m. in Imperial.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. The Dodgers beat up on the Mets. It was 9-0 before it was all over. And the Mets trying to shake off their playoff woes from past years. Dodgers and the Mets will go at it again today, and the Guardians and the Yankees will also play as Major League Baseball continues. And in football, NFL action over the weekend, the Bears rolled over the Jaguars 35-16. Packers pounded the Cardinals 34-13. Colts nipped the Titans 20-17. Texans topped the Patriots 41-21. Where's Belichick and Brady when you need them? Buccaneers beat up on the Saints 51-27. Eagles got by the Browns 2016. Ravens rolled, they topped the Commanders 30-23. Chargers held on and beat the Broncos 23-16. Steelers stunned the Raiders 32-13. It was the Falcons 38, Panthers 20. Bengals beat the Giants 17-7. Jerry Jones celebrated his 82nd birthday watching his Cowpokes go down, embarrassed by the Lions 47-9. Jerry, fire your general manager, please.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, let's take a look at college football. The Associated Press top 25 has shifted. Texas remains number 1, Oregon 2, Penn State 3, Ohio State 4, Georgia, Miami, Alabama, LSU, Iowa State, and Clemson round out the top 10. Notre Dame is 12, BYU is 13, and, well, are you ready for this? Army and Navy both have cracked the top 25. First time that has happened since World War II. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. 3 economists were awarded the Nobel Prize for their research into how the nature of institutions helps explain why some countries become rich and others remain poor. The Nobel Committee praised the trio for explaining why societies with a poor rule of law and institutions that exploit the population do not generate growth or change for the better. When Europeans colonized large parts of the globe, the institutions in those societies changed, the committee said, citing the economist's work. While in many places this was aimed at exploiting the indigenous population, in other places it laid the foundations for inclusive political and economic systems. Well, yesterday marked 1 month since members of the International Association of Machinists began their strike against Boeing. The cost to this point, nearly $5 billion, according to analysis by Anderson Economic Group. That multi-billion-dollar tab highlights the difficulties facing the aircraft maker, once a byword for American quality. Instead, it has faced a string of bad news in recent years, from fatal crashes to increased regulatory scrutiny to the strike by 33,000 workers that started in September. That ground operations to a near halt. Boeing's workers and shareholders make up the bulk of the strike losses at $3.7 billion, the new analysis shows. Not a single plane has been worked on at the company's production facility in Everett, Washington, since the union members walked off the job, triggering the first strike at the company in 16 years. Taking a look at the big board right now, the Dow up 57 points at 42,920. The S&P 500 up 37 points at 58.52. The NASDAQ up 148 points at 18,490. Gold down $10.90 an ounce. Oil down $1.39 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 98. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 66. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. Sunny tomorrow with a high near 95 and light wind. We have 68 degrees downtown, 37% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest 527. Air quality is good throughout the valley, moderate in Nyland. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day service. You'll find them at 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Are you ready for the spookiest season of the year? Shopping for a Halloween costume doesn't have to be scary. Your Goodwill retail store is now open at 351 Wake Avenue and has everything you need to make it a Halloween to remember. From costumes that will give you goosebumps to costumes that will send shivers down your spine. There's a wide range of options for all ages. You'll find custom DIY and packaged costumes, cute and funny or bone-chillingly scary. You'll find something to suit your style at Goodwill. Every purchase and donation supports Goodwill's mission to provide training and employment opportunities to individuals facing barriers to work. Now, situated inside the Wake Avenue store is Goodwill's newest community employment center. Our career advisors are ready to assist job seekers with their job search, including job leads, application completion, resume development, interview preparation, and free workshops, including workplace communication, conflict resolution, financial literacy, and a whole lot more. All at no cost. Goodwill has been making good happen since 1930.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro. Local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. 3 weeks until the election, and the presidential candidates are converging on battleground Pennsylvania, with our latest CBS News poll showing the race virtually tied across the country. CBS's Nydia Cavazos on Kamala Harris' plan.
Vice President Harris will be focusing on courting specifically black men. They tend to lag behind white voters when it comes to voter turnout. So the challenge here and the goal for Harris is to make sure that black men end up turning out.
As for the former president,
Donald Trump will be in a Philly suburb later today. The campaign has really spent a lot of time focusing on the central and western part of the state. He's coming back towards Philadelphia, where Republicans have been outspent, and the campaign has really made an emphasis of courting these voters on economic issues.
CBS's Jake Rosen covering Mr. Trump's campaign. The former president is back on the road less than 2 days after officials in Coachella, California say they thwarted what could have been a third assassination attempt. They say Vem Miller of Las Vegas tried to get into the rally with 2 loaded, unregistered guns in his SUV. CBS's Scott McFarland.
He's charged with 2 misdemeanors. He's been released. He'll have a future court date. But the feds are emphasizing this was not any indication of an attempted assassination, even though the local sheriff, who has made social media posts in support of Donald Trump, has alleged otherwise.
Miller tells CBS News the charges against him were based on lies. Hundreds of thousands of people in Florida still have no power, and for many, that's not close to the worst they're suffering after Hurricanes Helene and Milton. CBS's Tom Hansen reports.
Zoe Dadian's front yard became a front line in the most catastrophic disaster to ever hit her community of Swannanoa, North Carolina.
Look at that tree!
Buncombe County, where Dadian lives, sent a mandatory evacuation order out at 6:15 in the morning on September 27th. She says the alert didn't show up on her phone until hours later at 1 p.m.
And at that point, the landslide had occurred. We were digging bodies out of rubble, and there was nowhere to evacuate.
There's one person dead, 20 injured after a train accident in Mansfield Township, New Jersey this morning. KYW's Mike Doherty.
We're not sure if it fell onto the tracks and the train hit it or if it fell while the train was moving, but we do know that Governor Murphy says it was the train operator who passed away.
Getting ready to book flights for the holidays? Advice from travel editor Peter Greenberg.
For every day you wait to book for Thanksgiving, fares will go up an average of 4%. You're still within the margin of error, if you will, for Christmas, but keep in mind 54 days out, and that's more or less where October 14th falls, so be careful.
This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice5G and start saving today.
It's better over here.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Now to the foreign desk for the winners of this year's Nobel Prize in Economics.
3 U.S.-based economists share the Nobel, Darren Acemoglu and Simon Johnson of MIT, and the University of Chicago's James Robinson.
For studies of how institutions are formed and affect prosperity.
More specifically, why societies with poor rule of law and exploitative institutions don't prosper. With the rule of law and democratic institutions under siege in multiple societies, their work may never have been so relevant. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Here in the U.S., Starbucks' new CEO may be intent on shoring up operations at the coffee chain. Don't expect your cappuccino or caramel macchiato to get any cheaper. The Wall Street Journal says Brian Niccol has quietly reduced the number of discounts and bonus point promotions since he took over in August. Journal says he's intent on focusing on premium coffee. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.